You don't want anyone to think poorly of Dothan, Alabama.
Oh, I guess. Oh, yeah. Okay, let's see what kind of paint I got. Oh, I forgot my glasses. I have like 20 pair of glasses in here, but they kind of culminate, they accumulate over in different areas.
Thought I saw one here earlier, but...
Alright, so we got some Indians, and some cow. We don't have any cow. You guys are cow. So Riley, you're doing undead.
Yeah, the Maleficent 7.
And I'm doing Indians. Because I got a good deal on them on the internets. And you're doing cowboys, or have you decided?
Oh, I'm not sure. I gotta see what I got at home first.
Probably you're gonna have same as us. So
Probably,
have,
yeah.
There's like one undead cowboy in there, and then like 4 or 5. There's an adventurer that looks kind of like a cowboy. There it is. Oh shoot, it came off.
Alright, so I got black,
Yeah, this leaning back guy.
brown.
I want to say I
Need to do some red.
had 5 at home. And yeah, this makes 6 and 7. Yeah, so
Some silver.
that was basically my plan.
Yeah, all my stuff is scattered to the winds here, so I've never painted in here yet, so I don't know exactly what I got.
That AC is doing some really good work, I gotta say.
I'm glad.
It feels nice in here.
That's good. Yeah, it's been running since I 4:30, 5.
Oh, wow. That feels great.
So it's had time to do its thing.
I brought water.
So you
I actually have another
paints or
smoothie bar
anything?
too there.
Sure, because, yeah, I completely dropped the ball. I didn't bring jack squat.
Do you want some? Okay. Do you need brushes?
So we need to make a donation here.
A loan, not a donation. I've got stuff at home. I just tucked away, and I didn't have enough time this weekend to find it. I had grand plans of finding the figures and then like priming them, but none of that got done.
My plan was to prime them yesterday, and then it just started raining.
Yeah, that doesn't help.
So then I got home, and I was like, "It's really humid outside. Let's just try. Let's just." And then like, I walked away for like a minute, and they dried. I was like, "Okay, all right, that's fine."
Now, I was a bunch of stuff that I moved. Where did I move to? Alright. There's the black bags. Nothing in there. There's glue in here.
If you have a ratty old Ziploc bag that you don't need, that would kind of work.
For what?
Or put paint on,
I have a whole stack.
if that's what you're looking for.
No, I have like stacks and stacks of pallets. I just have to remember what I did with them because I reorganized everything.
I've got it.
Okay.
And if that's too gross for you, I can just do it when I started working.
Nah, it's fine with me. I've used just a plastic bag before. I'm like, oh, this'll work. Mix on.
I was at the dollar store like 6 months ago, and I bought like a 4 or 5 pack of these for like $1.25 now.
Nice.
Still a pretty good deal. You go to Michael's, it's like $1 for just one. It's a little different though.
What you looking for?
I'm looking for pallets.
Well, I got one.
I got one.
Yeah.
Okay, you got one for me?
I had 2.
Oh.
Way back in the day, I would anytime I bought like anything that had a plastic container, I would just like keep those and then just use those as like the pallets. And then when they got too gross, I just throw them away.
No. Where did I put all that stuff? Because I reorganized everything so that it would be much more organized.
So you can find it so much more
So I
easily?
can find it so much easier.
That sounds about right. The hardest part of organization is remembering how you organized it.
Okay, so I lied. It's still in the same old spot from the old house. But it won't be forever. I'll put it in this desk eventually.
It is where it is until it isn't.
It is where it is until it isn't. Put it in there. Alright. Palette. Brushes. Paint. Water.
Do you have a needle?
A needle? What kind of needle?
Just one so I could poke through the hole here.
I have a X-Acto knife.
You can try that, yeah.
I have a pin vise. If you want to use that. Oh, I need flesh color too. I need skin tone. I don't know if this speed paint peachy flesh is going to work. It says it does. But
So what you have to do with that is you have to either put down a gray or a white first, and then you put it on top of that.
all my guys are brown.
Okay. Then peachy, it'll make them. I mean, it looks like white guy.
What?
Peachy flesh is like white guy, but if you did that like 2 or 3 coats of it,
It looks dark in here.
it lightens up. I didn't bring any of my,
Well, we gonna find out.
but if you do 2 or 3 coats of it, it usually works the way you're probably thinking.
Well, then I can just get regular.
The other thing you can do too is you can mix it with like one of the browns or one of the reds, and go that way too. And I've got a lot of my speed paints here too.
Okay. Well, oopsie here. Do I want all my feathers red, or do I want them black, and white, red, yellow, blue? I don't know. I know I want these white horses to have an Appaloosa butt on them, but I don't think I can do that with speed paint. I have to do that with regular paint.
Well, you could.
Oh, you know what? Oh,
You just have to like touch up with regular paint. It's like you'd speed paint a brown, and then you'd go back with white. Put on
well, Appaloosa's black spots.
Oh, I thought they were brown with white spots.
They can be. Alright, well, let's just paint hair for right now. How hard can that be, right? Am I right? How hard can it be?
You can find a way to make it hard, Franz. I believe in
Hmm?
you. You can find a way to make it hard. I believe in you.
Yeah, okay. Let's try this. I'm gonna use this guy as a test subject. this may be the world's most boring YouTube video.
I know. It's just us like staring at. And then we're not even like, well, like, see, I painted him silver. And like, it's so far away, they wouldn't even see when it's painted silver.
Yeah,
Anyways.
we'll keep it lively. Do either of you guys ever watch Reaper on Twitch?
Where they do their.
They have like painters on there. And
Yeah,
stuff like
yeah.
that. I've caught it a few times. It's fun to watch.
It is funny because I'll start watching painting videos, and my kids are just like, "No, Dad, no. I don't want to watch a painting. Oh, it's fun, man. Peach is gonna paint up another a copy of Sharp. It's gonna be great." I'm like, Dad, why do you do this to us? Which is important.
Good flesh tone.
It's a speed paint, so
What is this?
yeah. So speed paints, they're designed to go on top of like either white or gray.
Mm.
And then they kind of dye whatever that is to that color. It's almost like laying it on top of. So what a lot of people do is they'll dry brush their model. They'll paint it. They'll prime it black, dry brush it gray and white, and then just basically color block everything.
Mm.
And then it looks. They call it slap chop. But it basically looks like you really quickly did some layering. You know what I mean? And you kind of did. I mean, you know, with your dry brushing.
I can't tell what this is, but do you think that would work alright? Maybe if I.
It's like a peachy color.
Yeah.
I mean, it would work. What's this one? The other thing too is like if you don't think it looks good, or you think it's too, have like a flesh wash.
Oh, okay.
You can put on top of it. Yeah, you can put it on top of that.
There's some brown.
So a lot of times that's what I'll do is I'll kind of do it maybe a little bit brighter than I wanted, and then put like the flesh wash or some sort of wash over it. Now that being said, the lay hose, you gotta shake them for a while.
Do they make like little miniature paint shakers?
They
They
do.
do.
They
Oh,
do.
man.
I've been wanting to get one, but it's like one of those things where it's like, and they've got one at the gaming store I go to,
Huh?
and every once in a while I'll see people walk up to it, zzz, you know, and they'll put it on there for, you know, the way it works is you just kind of hold it against it,
Oh, that's cool.
and it kind of shakes, and from what I understand, it doesn't take that long.
This is great content.
No!
Here.
You're shaking it. You should shake it down lower.
Yeah.
So,
Let this
people
get
love
clipped.
that. So we'll they put a red band on it. You know, definitely get demonetized then.
Yeah, you just have to start at one end and work our way around, you know.
That's what she said.
It's like just.
Alright, let's see what we got here.
Oh, oops. I have no idea what kind of hat this dude is wearing.
bowler hat.
I think he's wearing like a... I don't know what the hell that is.
Oh. Yeah, I don't know either.
It's like a... It's like collapsed in the front.
Custom job.
It could be a... Oops, it could be a kepi.
I've never heard of that.
It's like a Civil War hat, you know, that's stereotypical.
Oh, the little. Then they just got a little, almost like
It's
a
like a
baseball cap. but
Baseball
it's-
cap, but yeah, it's Civil War. It could be it because another one of these days wears one. But these are Apache. I got a Pathfinder here. He's reading the footprints here. Yeah, there's nothing like a hand-made metal mini, you know. The minis they make now, these 3D jobbies. I don't know. They're
These
just
dang computers.
on these dang computers and these big people. Back in my day, we had to make our minis by hand.
Computers never did nobody no good.
I mean, yeah, I'm with you. They almost look too perfect.
Yeah, well, and then
Because they can like go in and blow it up and be like, "Ooh, that's wrong," and fix it, and then shrink it back down and be like, "Okay, now it looks right."
yeah, they can blow it up to like whatever size they need, and
Whereas now it's like, or the old ones, it's just like, "Yeah, it looks about right."
Yeah,
Its arm looks all weird. Yeah, that's just gonna happen sometimes. Just try to make it look good with paint.
well, I mean the detail they make the detail where you don't have to be a good painter, like you let the paint to the thing I'm complaining about is like, okay, so Games Workshop, right? You know, they make it to where like all their sprues are designed on CAD, right, or
Right.
something like that, something to that effect, and all their minis you have to put them together a certain way. They go on a certain way, you know.
Yeah, the newer kits are definitely like that. Yeah.
It's like you can't like adjust the arm up or down or anything because it snaps in, you know, only in a jigsaw puzzle type of situation.
Sometimes they'll give you like one or two options, but yeah, it's very limited. And it's,
Well, I'm talking nowadays. Like you're thinking like 5 years ago. Nowadays,
oh no, well,
there
no,
are
but like
no-
they'll say, well, okay, but yeah, I'm with you. It's not. Back in the day, like you could buy a box of orcs,
yeah.
and you know all the orcs mixed together, like the fantasy orcs, the orcs with a K, future orcs, the 40K orcs, and that was like one of my favorite things to do was to just buy an orc that was like fantasy, throw some futuristic guns on him, and boom, he's ready to go.
Well, I mean, for my wedding, you guys were here, and I took a bunch of starter set orcs from Fantasy because I had like 500 of them, and then we just slapped some guns in their hands and hit them.
Any footage
In
from
the,
that ever making it onto your channel?
No, I don't think so. But they're in my wedding photo and on the website or whatever.
Yeah.
Like you can download pictures if it works.
You're on your OnlyFans.
What?
So they're on your
My
OnlyFans.
OnlyFans.
You don't have a. He doesn't. That's a joke.
That would be sick.
That would be hilarious because you would just paint miniatures.
I barely get views on YouTube. I'm
I
not
know.
gonna get no OnlyFans.
You'd be like, how come there are like 3 people who are signed up? And there's like one thirsty dude, like one day he's gonna take it all off, and I'm gonna be there for it. The other will be like us, being like, all right, we're supporting you, Con. So we'll pay the $3 a month.
Oh, that guy is my leader. Alright. Oi. I got a lot of these dudes. Thing is, when you have them mounted, it's like you have to do one model for the mounted version and another model for the dismounted version.
Do they have rules for mounting and stuff like that in the game?
Yeah, it's real simple. It's like I spend a movement to get off my horse. I spend a movement to get back on my horse.
Well, I'm on my horse, like,
But it's like
goes up to 12 instead of 6.
yeah, it's like you go faster for sure, but you're also easier to hit. All right, this guy is very upset at you that you threw trash out the window of your car. I don't think we've ever painted Old West guys before. It's kind of like, how many shades of brown do you have?
Well, yeah. I painted mine guys with green shirts, just because they're undead. I figured, I throw some green in there, right?
Ooh, I got a thing. I got a sprue or something on there. I gotta pop that off. Well, that came out pretty easy. I gotta put a little more black on. This stuff dries up real quick. I don't want to use too much. I'm almost done. I'm also afraid, like, I super glue these on with, like, not even dollar store super glue, but, like, flea market super glue, which is somehow worse. So I'm like, really afraid they're not going to stick.
You should let me know. I brought my...
I have good super glue, I just don't want to use it, because I'm cheap.
I used to be just like you, Franz. And then one day I was like, fuck it.
Well, the thing
good
is,
stuff.
it's like,
I'm gonna start using the good stuff.
I didn't really need a ton of super glue, I just needed a little bit.
Right.
And they make them in these little teeny tiny little tubes, and it's like, okay, I can use this tube and burn it and throw it out, and I'm done, you know? And then I didn't, like, crack open
A $6 bottle.
a bottle of, like a bottle of super glue from the hobby store that went out of business that I can't go to anymore.
Yeah.
What was that place? The Hobby Land?
Town.
Hobby Town. Yeah, Hobby kind of went out of business. It was like my hookup for super glue. And now what am I gonna do?
You have to go to one of the other 4 game stores in town.
And go
For the one, yeah. Travel all the way to Gainesville, Florida.
and I'm sure.
I went to Gainesville the other day,
Yeah.
and not Gainesville, where was I? Orlando? And it was not the best. It didn't have very much good stuff, to be honest.
It's weird because, like,
Oh, Sci-Fi City closed. That's what happened. And then I had to go to another place, and it was just all toys, you know. And they had some D&D stuff, but it was like just all mainstream crap. You know, they didn't even have Games Workshop stuff, I don't think. But it was a lot of like just Funko Pops and shit like that. I'm like, oh god, not Funko Pops. Anything but that. Okay, now this dude has a bent wiener. I gotta fix his wiener.
Still expecting that.
Bent. Okay,
when I expect me
that
to
was
say
it.
not
His
oh,
wiener
that's
is
it.
straight now. Okay. Perfect. Alright, good deal.
Except for I would say something like his man pistol.
Alright, what color do I want to do next? I got brown, but it's like everything is brown. Like everything is brown in all of these dudes. That's why I base coated them brown to begin with. It's like, what shade of brown? I don't
And you
know.
just gotta hit him with lighter and darker shades of brown, right?
I know. I could just dip them and say, I'm done. Check it out.
I told someone about the dipping method, because we were talking about this like crazy ways and how basically you would block out,
I gotta do skin tone.
and then you would do and you just dip them in basically polyurethane, or no, is it polyurethane?
I dipped mine in a wood stain.
Wood stain, that's it, yeah. But now they have that. I don't think it's officially, they've made something similar to it.
Yeah, Army Painter has a dip, like in a can, and it's like, I've been using wood stain for 20 years, you know, and my wood stain's from the 90s, and it's like one can will last you till you're dead.
And didn't you put them on that speed drill and zzz, and fling it?
That wasn't me. I think
That
that's a
wasn't you. I saw
different
that online.
YouTube.
Okay. I saw a guy online do that. But that was pretty
Are
fun.
you sure that, this does not look good? This
What
is
doesn't look good?
peachy flesh.
You gotta shake it up real good. You gotta put it on top of white or gray.
I don't have white or gray. I'm brown.
I don't know what to
You
tell you.
don't know what to tell me. I don't know what to tell you, bro.
It's designed to work on top of white or gray.
Alright, well, we'll try it. And if it doesn't work, I got skin. Come on. Okay, let's see what happens here. We'll do a test subject.
Like I'm not.
You literally can't even tell a difference.
Yeah, because you're doing brown on top of brown.
Yeah.
It's like black on black. Right?
Okay. I see what you're saying, but the only thing I have that's base coated white are horses, and I don't need like skin tone horses. Okay, I have to do skin tone next. There's no other way around it because everything else has to